you started talking about the obstacle is the way, what was your take on the book? On a scale of 1 to 10, with like 10 being excellent, how would you rate the book?
It was a 10 out of 10. I think that
Girl, that book
and
was
especially
amazing.
to listen to, because I actually listened to it 3 times. So
Okay,
I listened to it twice on the airplane, right? Because it's
okay,
only a 4 hour audio,
yep,
4 hour and something audio. So I was listening to it in the airport, listened to it on the plane, got through it, fell
okay,
asleep, fell asleep in the third section of it, so that
okay, okay,
the will actually, I think I got through all the way completely one time, and then I got all the way through and got to the first part of the wheel, and then I stopped, and then just
okay,
like again, like this morning I repeated my listening to it because I've been up since actually 11:03 p.m. Like
okay,
I told you, I was supposed to be going, I was
right.
supposed to be going hiking, and I overslept my hike for the
Oh,
night hike. I know.
right.
But yeah, so it's a 10 out of 10. Um,
Okay.
it's definitely a book that anybody who is facing an obstacle or know that something difficult, like a challenge that's coming up for them, it would be useful for them to have the knowledge from this book to understand, so they can, so it could kind of enhance their perspective. Like this, even if you're introduced or you're going to have a challenge, um, you can arm yourself with some of the points from the book or the audio. For me, it was audio, but
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't actually
And
get
we're
to read it, but
Yeah,
I
but we're we're
listened
we're
to it.
going to talk about some of those points because I definitely want to know some of your favorite takeaways within this book. But yeah, I'm with you. It was a 10 out of 10. I said a couple weeks ago when I did my book overview, I was like, this was my dang on memoir. I said I was supposed to read this book back in 2016. When I first saw this book, I think I said 20, I can't remember. It was like 2017, between 2016 and 2019. I first ran into this book. And I was like, I was supposed to open this book
Mhm,
and read it, but I never did. I
mhm,
never opened it. I never read it. And I was taken aback because it really was like my blueprint for every situation I went through. Tiffany, I kid you not, every time I got to a chapter and he was talking about something, I was like, that's exactly what I had to do. That's exactly what I experienced. Like I was like, I could have wrote this book. I said, and then I started patting myself on the back because I was like, ooh, I might be a stoic.
think
Like,
you are. I think you are. If I had to make an evaluation, I don't. You probably could have written this book, and because you are stoic, and things don't move you, like like you don't get emotional
I don't. I mean,
about.
I do. I
You
get
do, but you
emotional.
don't. Like
Yes, but
you keep things into perspective. Like you keep
correct. And I spend a lot of time digesting information. Like I get pissed off. Don't get me wrong, because
right,
I
but
will
you
have a
don't.
whole
You're not quick to
conversation.
react.
Correct. That's what I don't
Right, you're
do.
not reactive. You're proactive. Or
Well, and well, yeah, but I take a very long time to evaluate situation.
yeah, no,
And I
I
get,
evaluated immediately.
I know, which would make you a very good
You gonna
executive.
get your answer immediately.
And there's good and bad in that, right? People will look at me and say, man, she take a long time. Good Lord, why she takes so long, right? But for you can give right off the top of your head how you feel about it. For me, I'm like trying to understand the origin, trying to understand why, trying to understand, is this meant for me or something else, or accept, like I'm so in that evaluative stage for like a couple weeks, and then it hits me, and then I'm like, okay, I've now made my I've now come to a resolution. And then I act on it, and by that time folks is like, what we talking about? oh, remember like 3 weeks ago,
Mhm.
you made a comment, and yeah, I
You
wanna
take
now
yeah,
talk about that.
you take so long, they'll forget about it.
Yeah.
Mhm. They
Which
forget about
was it
like
ever
you're
important in the first place, right?
mm.